Welcome back to the Cozy Cottage Homestead. Today I'm going to be showing you my little friend. I call her Maggie. She has not been hooked up yet. I bought her from an older couple about 6 years ago. She will be living on the back porch once we get the addition finished. But I want to show y'all because I know I mentioned my Maytag Wringer Washer machine. So I found a diagram of all the working parts and how it works. So I'm going to show you some of that stuff first. I won't be washing clothes today because it's kind of overcast and we're expecting some rain. And plus I'm not very good at it just yet, but you know what they say, practice makes perfect. So on the top of the machine is you can unlock it. There's a switch right here to unlock it, and it makes it move either way depending on how you want to use it. And it says the little bar on top right here is a lever to control the tension on the Wringer Washer on the wheels that wring out the clothes. And then you have a push to release button on either side. These little teal colored things push down to release the tension. It's not plugged in, so it's not going to work just quite right. But just to give you an example, the way I do it is I'll push it to the side. It's unlocked. You can see the lever. This will be plugged in. You have a lid that does not seal. You have a nice little handy little spot right there where you hang your lid, so when you're filling it up with water in your clothes, you can get it going. And I'll bring you closer so you can see what it looks like on the inside. The people that I bought her from, I know they've been just waiting for me to finally make a video on this. Said, well, if nothing else, she'll make a good yard ornament. And I said, well, if she don't work, I don't think I want her. I want her to actually work, so I plan on actually using her. So they bought it at an auction, and it was brand new, antique, still in the box. Even the rollers here were brand new, still had the paper on them. They came with 2 additional rollers, which are brand new, still had the paper on them. But the box did get messed up or whatever, so we didn't have the box anymore. But that was pretty cool that they bought it brand new, antique, still in the box. So on the inside it says, and I'm looking at a little diagram of it that I found, and from the best that we can figure out from the research, it's either from a 1950's to 1955 model. So it has high bake acrylic enamel paint, which is supposed to resist scratching and chipping. She does have a few freckles on her legs, a little blemish, little rough surface, but nothing on the inside. So this was a good strong enamel porcelain that they put on it to paint it with. It has a push button. This is the agitator control. If you want to stop agitating, you can bump it with your knee or your hand to make it stop. It says sometimes, you know, something may get underneath the agitator and you may have to stop it, untangle it or whatever, which is the same with the regular washing machine. But it agitates and it works really good. It also has a button underneath, which is a Wringer control foot pedal that permits remote control of Wringer roll operator. So if you have your hair or long sleeves, you do not want to use this with your hair down or long sleeves. You want to have it up high and everything out the way, because it will get you. But there is a push button that you push with your foot that will automatically stop it, but there are also other ways you can stop it too. And I'll show y'all later on once I actually use it and get better at it to share that with y'all. Let's go to the other side. So the Wringer Washer, the Wringer part of it, has a hard wheel on top and a soft wheel on the bottom. So it's just one's a little softer, one's a little harder, so you would run it through there to wring out your clean clothes. And a lot of people wash a couple of loads in the washing machine. it drains really quick, and then they would have a wash tub on the side, and then they would plunge it and rinse their clothes in that, and then run it back through the wringer again, and then hang them on the line. Personally, this thing drains extremely quick. If you had the space to have a wash tub on the side, that would be great. But it drains really quick, so when you fill it up, you leave the hose up high, and then whenever you get ready to drain it, you just drop it down. And then it has a hook right here, heavy duty, where you can hang it. But really, honestly, it drains so fast that I would be more likely to just fill it back up, let it agitate again to rinse it, instead of doing the extra work with plunging it and then handling it. Just depends, you know, how you felt. So I think that's how I would do it. And that's the way I've practiced doing it, because it drains really fast. Okay, so the porcelain enamel tub holds 15.7 gallons of water. So it doesn't really show you how full that is, but you know, just use common sense. Fill it up to the halfway up the agitator or so, depending on how big of a load. Just, you know, use common sense. Removable lid. It has a nice little spot to hang it right there, so you don't have to set it on the ground or on the dirty floor or whatever. I think that's everything that I've covered. Let me grab the extra ringers and show you. Now, this has been stored in the shop, so there is a little bit of rust, so it needs to be oiled up again. Now, they had 2 extras that came with it, but and the paper's still on them, so as it was on the wringer, and I washed them off whenever I cleaned it up because it had been in the shop for a while. But they're brand new, never been used. The only thing is, I think both of these might be the same kind. I haven't determined that yet. On the little paper doesn't tell me anything, but one's supposed to be softer than the other one. I know that for a fact. I almost slid off of there. So she is brand new, even though she's antique, and I've been so excited to get her out the shop and wash her up and actually make a video and show y'all her working, doing her job. I will bring y'all closer. Let me rearrange the camera and give y'all a better look at how pretty she is and show you what couple of freckles I was talking about. Okay, so this is what the lid looks like. It looked like the people at the auction may have put a piece of tape on it, or maybe it was a reminder for someone. I'm not sure, but as far as the previous owner knew, it was brand spanking new and had never even been used. You might can see there's a few little specks on her, so I say she has freckles. Miss Maggie has freckles. So when you open it up, this is just very light, very thin. It does not seal, but it keeps the water from splashing out when you're using it. And then right here on the side is a nice little handy hook, and that just hooks right onto the side, so you don't have to set it on the ground or get it dirty or whatever. And it's quite handy. It's just right there. This is the inside. She looks perfectly brand new. She has one little spot right there, very minor little spot where the porcelain got chipped. But this is the agitator. So like I said, it just depends on how full you want to fill it up. Everything is sparkly, shiny, brand new. And this is the wringer part. Let me slide it over so you can see it. And this is the tension release, makes it stop, adjust things. This is a little lever right here. You can lock it into place. I have my cord right there for right now. And when it's locked in place, you heard it click. It will not move, but then to undo it, you just slide it. So what I do is when I wash the clothes, I run it back through the wringer. Actually, I do it sideways right here. I get on this side of it and then feed it through, pull it out, set it in a wash tub or in a clothes basket until I get all of them done. And then I drain the water, and this is where the drain is. And she drains really, 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 really fast. So it doesn't take no time. It takes a few minutes. So if you had like a couple of loads of towels and they all wouldn't fit, I would go ahead and wash a few at a time and then see how the water looked. But then run it over here through the wringer, put it in my basket until I got everything done. Rinse this out, fill it back up with fresh water, and then let it agitate to rinse it, and then take it out and run it through my wringer one more time, and then go straight to the clothesline with it. It's very simple, very easy to use, very easy to operate, and there's your push button to make it stop agitating. You can bump it with your knee. And you can see right here she has a few freckles on her porcelain legs, but you know, she is old and she looks really good considering. Also on the wheels is some casters so that you can roll it around. 2 of them lock and 2 of them do not. So all of that needs to be oiled up real good before we get it where we're going to leave it permanently. I just have been so excited and so anxious to get her out and start using her again. We kind of just played around with it whenever we first got it, and then we just put it in the shop so that whenever we built onto our little cozy cottage here, we could put her on the porch and have her set up back there. So this is what she looks like. This is Miss Maggie. So of course I have a regular washing machine as well, but my plans are to do some more things the old ways. And what better way to do it than to do it with an old Wringer washing machine. And I'll also have another few videos coming out whenever I get to feeling better on washing clothes in a 5-gallon bucket, because I did mention that as well. So I will be talking about that too and giving a few more ideas that are frugal. Now this washing machine, I don't remember exactly what we paid for her. It was a fair price. It was still a pretty price. But I can tell you, even since then, about, I think it was 5-6 years ago, she has already doubled in price. So either way, she was a great investment if it was something you want to turn over and make money with. Of course, that's not what I wanted her for, because I'm actually going to use her. And if it wasn't about to rain right now, I would go ahead and put on a load of washcloths and kitchen towels and show y'all how it looks and how it works. But I know a lot of you are a lot older than me, probably had these in your home. My mom and my dad were a younger family, and my grandparents didn't have stuff like this. I know I am the oddball. I am the black sheep of the family. I mean, all the way. I was just born this way, very frugal, very old-fashioned minded. Love, love, love the old ways. It's just something that's just in my DNA. No one can explain it. No one can understand it. I am just unique, and I am just me. You would think I just got a brand new washing machine 6 years ago when I bought this, because she was brand new, antique, still in the box. But most people wouldn't be excited about getting a washing machine, especially an old Wringer washer type. So on her tag here, her label, it does say Maytag. Now I think it used to be stuck in line with that, kind of centered right here, and I think it fell off, so they taped it. Let me show you here on the plug. Voila, Maytag, says it right there. So she is the real deal, and I'm going to be calling her Miss Maggie. So I guess that is all for today. I hope everyone else is doing well, and no, I haven't abandoned my little series on uncertain times. I do have that last one that I want to make, but I had an eye injury, and I just did not feel like getting together all of my notes and reading and writing stuff down so I could remember what to share with y'all. I have not forgot about it. So for those of you that want to pray for me and that have been praying for me, specifically, it is my left eye, and it is doing well, and expect it to completely recover with the eye antibiotics that I have from the emergency room, a prescription strength. So I mean, sometimes you just have to go to the ER if you have problems, and if they can't be fixed at home, thank God that's why we still have them. So if you have an emergency, don't hesitate to go. And don't take it for granted that they'll always be there, because we just never know. So thanks for joining me today. Thanks for all the new subscribers. Thanks for all the wonderful comments. I appreciate each and every one of you. I will be getting back on it as soon as I can. So farewell, Homestead family, friends, and neighbors from the Cozy Cottage Homestead.